guys, so today let's figure out what's happening in a game about lockers and our learning target. So we're going to be talking about some lockers today, but really we're trying to learn about factors, multiples, prime, and composite numbers, and we're going to use that to solve a problem. In order to be successful, I must understand how to find patterns in the factors and multiples of a given number, okay? So, it was a choral count. That's why you don't have a warm-up in your book. All right, so we're going to start by counting by 2, starting at 0. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay. 0.
Can you write this down? 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32.
And stop. I think that's far enough. Now we're going to choral count by 4, starting at 0. Are you guys ready? 0.
4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32,
36, 40, 44, 48.
52.
Good job. Okay, stop there. Okay, now how can I get the number in the second list from the corresponding number in the first list? Brayden.
Multiply the 2's by 2.
So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is
8,
6 times 2 is
12,
8 times 2 is
16,
10 times 2 is
20,
12 times 2 is
24.
very good. How can I get the number in the first list from the corresponding number in the second list? So if I erase all the red ones, how could I go from the second list to the first? We're not in small groups yet. Our small group is our small class of 28. I want you to look at this picture. And I want you to raise your hand and tell me, just first of all, what do you notice and wonder about this picture? Tucker?
What kind of school?
What kind of school is it? Do we have these at our school?
No.
No. What kind of school? You're thinking maybe it's middle school, like Oberon or something? Yeah, Trevor.
School, like A West?
Maybe it's a West High School. What do you think?
Well, it says that it's fourth grade.
Yeah, you read the second part. So some elementary schools have lockers. We don't. I wish we did. That would be really nice. But some elementary schools have lockers. They don't have a coat closet area like we do. But anyway, the picture shows lockers in a school hallway. The 20 students in Tyler's 4th grade class, 20 kids. Well, that's a small class, isn't it? Okay, anyway, sorry. Are playing a game in a hallway that is lined with 20 lockers in a row. So each student has their own locker. So I'm guessing Tyler's class, they're playing a game with their own lockers. Let's see what that game is. Okay, we can see at the top, we have a picture of their lockers, right? How many lockers are there? 20. The first student starts with the first locker and goes down the hallway and opens all the lockers. Okay? Can you imagine that in your head? Okay. The second student starts with the second locker and goes down the hallway and shuts every other locker. Okay. The third student stops at every third locker and opens the locker if it is closed, or closes the locker if it is open. This process continues until all 20 students in the class have touched the lockers. Isn't that a fun game? Okay, so what does your book look like? I'm going to borrow Alice's. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so your job today, it's exactly what mine says. You are going to work with a partner and create a representation to show what you understand about this problem. I want you to consider 3 things. How does your representation show lockers? How does your representation keep track of students who touch the lockers? And how does your representation show which lockers are open or closed? Okay? So, basically, you're just coming up with a way to show this row of lockers and the 20 kids who are playing a game. Do you have ideas? What are you thinking? How can you show this, Isla?
Or maybe the one that, with the one that says like how many touches, you could put maybe a dot under each one that would be touched.
Okay, so maybe come up with like a key. Like a dot means it's touched or something. Okay, Emma?
Maybe like color in the ones that are closed and not color in the ones that are open.
Okay, so maybe we need to get out some colors and do some coloring. That might help us. Okay, so let me look at something. Okay, walking around, I heard some great conversations. I also saw some very creative ways of organizing. I'm going to show you my way. I think some of us kind of got a little stuck. So, basically when we start with the first student, he goes down the whole row and he opens all of them, right? So the second student starts with the second locker and he shuts every other locker. What is the second student counting by, everybody?
2s.
So count by 2s for me. 2,
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
Okay. So then I go to the third student. He's going to start at the third locker. And if it's open, what's he going to do?
Close it.
And if it's closed, what's he going to do?
Open it.
Okay, so we've closed 3. So count by 3s for me. 3. Okay, now hold on. 6 is closed. So what I did is I did an O for open above it. And I kind of started stacking. Okay? So 3, 6, 9. 9 is closed, right? Then what?
12.
We got to open 12 back up. Then what?
15.
We're going to close 15. Then what?
18.
18, I'm going to put an O above it to show it's open. Is that it for 3s?
Yeah.
Sure is. Now I go to 4s. So I'm going to start at 4. 4 is closed, so I'm going to put an O to open it. So 4, then what? 8. I'm going to open 8, then what?
12.
Oh, I got to close 12. Then what?
16.
16 I'm going to open. Then what?
20.
20 I'm going to open. Do you guys see how I'm doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, River?
On it says, then the bird starts and opens, and does every bird locker?
Right, so now
And
then
the process continues. Like, I thought it was in a circle from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no. You're going to go all the way to 20. So we just did 4s, right, guys? So now we're going to do 5s. So 5 is open, so I need to close it. So I'm going to go 5, 10, I need to open. 15, I need to open. 20, right? Close. Okay. So some of these lockers are getting touched several times, right? Okay. So I just did 5, so now I'm going to do 6. So 6 I've got to close. So 6, 12. Now this is where it gets confusing. I'm running out of space. You guys have space on your paper to keep stacking, but I'm going to put it down below because I ran out of room. So 12 is open again. So 6, 12, then what? 18 I'm going to close. And is that it for multiples of 6?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I'm going to go to 7, right? 7 I close. So I'm going to go 7. I'm counting by 7. So 7, 14. 14's closed, so I'm going to open. And then are there any more multiples of 7? No. Then I go to 8. 8 is open, so I need to. So 8 and then, no, counting by 8. 16. 16's open, so I'm going to. Are there any more multiples of 8? No. So then I go to 9s. 9 is closed, so I'm going to open. And I'm going to go 9, 18. Okay, I got to open up 18 again. I'm going to circle down below. Are there any more multiples? No. So now I go to 10. 10's open, so I need to close it. So I do 10 and then 20. I got to open 20 back up. Then I go to 11. I've got to close 11. What's the next multiple of 11?
22.
Can't do anything else, right? Then I go to 12. I'm going to close 12 again. Is 12 getting touched a lot?
Yes.
So if I'm counting by 12s, what's after 12?
24.
I can't do anything, right? So 13's open. What do I need to do?
Close.
And if I'm counting by 13s, 26 is off of here, right? So then I go to 14. Close 14. Is there any more multiples of 14? No. Go to 15 and I close it. Nope. 16 I need to open. Any more multiples of 16? 17 I need to. Any more multiples of 17? 18 I need to. Any more multiples of 18? 19 I need to. And 20 I need to.
There's only 2 open ones.
Which 2 remained open? 3? 1.
4 and 16.
9 is open.
9.
16 is open. Which one got touched the most? 12, 18, maybe 20? Yeah, 16.
And 20?
Yeah, 16 didn't get shut again. Okay, so now that you guys have an understanding of that, I hope, what you're going to do for activity 2, and we only have a few minutes, so maybe we'll just do it together. We are going to answer some questions. So we're going to do these together because we only have 5 minutes. 8 minutes, but really we need time to walk to music, right? So look at number 1. Which locker numbers did the third student touch? Do you guys see this on page, what page is it, 25? 24. So raise your hand. Which locker numbers did the third student touch? Which one's Ryder?
3, 6, 9, 12, 6, 15, 18, and 20.
And that's it. So the third student counted by threes. Number 2, which locker numbers did the fifth student touch? Tucker.
5, 10, 15, and 20.
15 and 20. So the fifth student was counting by fives. How many students touched locker 17? I have to look at my little diagram. How many touched 17? 1. What kind of number is 17? Is prime and odd. So it doesn't have very many factors, does it? 1 and itself. Isn't that interesting? Which lockers are only touched by 2 students? I have to go back to my diagram. But look at your work. Which lockers were only touched by 2 students? George.
4.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yeah.
9.
9. 4, 9. Yeah. McKaylee?
14 and 15.
I think 14 was touched by 3, and so was 15. But because there's an X, a circle, and an X, so that means 3. That's how I kept track. So what did we say, 4 and 9? Okay. Which lockers are touched by only 3 students? Now we're getting
Now it's like 14 and 15.
14 and 15. 1, 2, and 8. 10. 1, 2, 3, right? 8, 10, 14, 15. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
What about 6?
No.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6.
6. You're going to have to remind me. 6, 8, 14. Okay, 10.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable. Which lockers are touched the most?
12.
12. And which other one did we say?
8. 20.
20. I think it was 12 and 20. All right. Which lockers are still open at the end of the game? And it even says if time, so since we went over it. 1 is open. What else? Just shout them out. 1.
9, 7, 16, 4, 9. 1, 4, 16, 9.
Yeah, 1, 4, 16, and 9.
1, 4, 16.
Okay. We're going to stop there. Okay. And we're going to skip the cool down because we have math testing. Okay. So, guys, today what we really did is our learning target. We worked with prime numbers, composite numbers, factors, and multiples. You guys did a great job. All right.